I always think kids are going to play super good. When you're playing at home, you've got to sell out, do your homework on all of them. This game was one that's not surprising with the outcome, honestly. When you play a game on the road after a big game like we had with South Carolina, you kind of watch your team and see how they reacted. And we played in spurts again. You know, we had the lead and we did some things early, and then again in the second half, we can't seem to defensively get stops with this team when they matter. That's how we lost the South Carolina game. You have to make stops at this level, and we don't seem to be doing it.
Coach Stefan Kreising at the Clarion Ledger. You mentioned the sellout crowd and the win that Mississippi State was able to get to the top 10 wins for them. What's kind of your perspective of what Coach Purcell has kind of been able to do here in less than 2 full seasons, and the way he's kind of got this program going in the right direction again?
Well, you guys are used to winning, right? Y'all have been to some Final Fours here with Vic Schaefer. So it's nothing new. He's just come in and brought a lot of energy, and, you know, he wants to win. He's been around winners all his life as assistant coach. His father-in-law won big at Auburn and one of the best coaches to teach a matchup zone. So he's now got it in his blood, and he's the head man in charge, and this was a good win for them tonight and a great crowd.
Hey, Coach. Of the defensive issues, is there one that really sticks out to you, that jumps out
Well,
to you?
yeah. Where'd all the scoring come from? No, where did all the scoring? Who scored all the points for them tonight? What positions?
Any more here in person? We'll move to Zoom. Let Morgan know if you have a question, and we'll unmute you.
I also thought turnovers. I don't know if it was a 2 or 4 point game, and we had 3 turnovers in a row. Just pass to the wing, pass to the post, pass to. You can't do that at this level. You just can't turn the ball over, especially on the road. Are they not asking anything? We're good to go?
Y'all got any? Looks like you got some.
Hey, Coach, Matthew Boone here. Just was curious about just getting Anissa Morrow in rhythm or anything, or just how they were defending her, how they were attacking her.
Well, I thought Anissa had some good looks. She, she's 6 for 12 and 1 for 3, and we ran a couple inbounds for her, and I thought the angle on where she shot the ball was not good. But she did fine. They didn't do anything. If you're asking me if they did anything, no, I didn't notice it. I know when Poa was in the game, they would take her man and come over and try to help out on Angel, but I didn't notice that they were doing anything other than just be physical. But I didn't notice double or anything like that, double team.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Kim, it's Corey. The defensive struggles that you mentioned, how do you now approach how do you approach practice? Like, how do you get the reps that you need to see during practice to feel like you guys are in a better spot heading into the next game on Sunday?
Well, this is a bye week, so we'll be off tomorrow and we'll be off Wednesday, and just get back on the floor and keep working. I'm not one to make excuses, but sometimes I need to step back and go, that's a freshman out there. That's a sophomore out there. That's a new player out there. And I think everybody just gets caught up into their rankings or gets caught up into how great they are. At the end of the day, experience matters. And when you don't have experience on the floor, you lack leadership. And if you lack leadership, you tend to lack a little bit of chemistry when things get tough. And I think it's more of that than anything on the defensive end. Everybody starts getting focused on their man, or they ball watch. So it's a little bit of everything. I don't think it's just one thing on the defensive end. We don't have the fleet of foot guards out there that can make up things when they get beat off the dribble. So we got to do a better job of helping each other.
We'll take one more question here from Zoom if there is one.
Yeah, Kim, at this point of the year, I know you're never surprised by anything. You've been coaching for so long, but I guess the myriad of problems, I mean, the defense, the turnovers, as far as just the lack of taking care of valuing possessions, does it puzzle you, or you kind of expected this because you have inexperience and maybe not enough experience, especially in the backcourt?
I expect some of it. There's a lot of things, Ron, that you have to deal with that you don't see coming. So we don't have depth, so why don't we have depth, right? We had great depth going into the season. We don't now. So usually when you have somebody struggling out there, you can sub for them. And so we really don't have that, so they have to play through it. And so when you deal with that through the season, you gotta keep on keeping on and make them believe. And fatigue may be some of it, but you just got to be tougher. You got to be tougher when you're fatigued. You got to be tougher when the game's on the line. And I really think that's where experience plays a big role and a big part. Those that have been in a system or been in your program a long time, they don't get rattled. And maybe we're missing that a little bit. You've got Angel and Flage, who were on the championship team last year, but other than them, really, who else do we have?
Is it, you want to point to a person, but somebody like Alexis Morris that refused to lose and this will just, you miss somebody like that kind of character that will just not let you lose.
Well, Alexis Morris, again, was 6 years in college.
Right.
So it goes back to what I just told you. We had that last year. LaDasia Williams was her 5th year in college. Carson was in her 4th year in college. That stuff matters. People don't realize it, but it does matter. Now, what will be good is you have to live through these moments, and you have to allow them to grow. And then next year they'll be better, and then the next year they'll be better, and the next year they'll be better. I think we're just going through some of that right now, and I don't know that I can tell you that it's unexpected. The unexpected would be dealing with the issues we had to deal with injury and people no longer on the team.